Yo, welcome back to my vlog series, To Thine Own Self. I am Chad Ale. If you don't know me from making music or don't know me at all, I am a master of ceremony, a MC, rapper, songwriter. I can freestyle as well. I'm just a creative person. And welcome back to the vlog, man. You know, it's been a minute. I've actually tried to do this vlog several times and figured I'd go ahead and get it out the way anyway. But I'm gonna do the 2022 recap and talk about 2023 so far. I know I'm kind of like a month or so behind, but oh well, it's still early. It's still like the first couple of months. You know, this one's about to end. February's about to end, but it's all good. And 2022, if you guys have been rocking with me, you kind of know that 2022 started off pretty crazy for me. I feel like the big crazy moment was being in the hospital for a week and what happened with that. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, I am in good spirits. I'm in good health. And it was just a crazy moment, man. Just being in the back of the ambulance and then waking up a couple days later in the hospital with tubes in your nose and your mouth and not knowing why you were in there. Then when you get out of the hospital and then kind of finding out why, you know, going to the doctors to see what kind of happened with you. And it was a crazy moment, but it's all good. I was a little hard on myself because a little bit after the hospital, I think it was around the time I did the vlog when my voice was still kind of coming back after the tube had been taken out of my mouth. I named the vlog series To Thine Own Self because of my sobriety. It was dedicated to my sobriety. Then I think like a few months later or later on last year, I found out that To Thine Own Self Be True. Not only is it the Alcoholics Anonymous slogan, sobriety slogan or mantra, but it's also a Shakespearean quote as well. So I thought that was just perfect because I look at us as MCs, rappers, songwriters, we're poets as well. So it just fit to name the vlog series that. And one of the reasons why I got sober from alcohol was my health. You know what I'm saying? Some family stuff. And just the way I was just feeling all the one of the last times I was drinking, this is like, yo, dude, I don't want to do this anymore. And I was a little hard on myself until I realized that, yo, it probably would have been worse if I was still drinking. And who knows, you know what I'm saying? But naming the vlog series To Thine Own Self was kind of like a taking what kind of happened and making it a positive. So you have me naming the vlog series To Thine Own Self, dedicated to my sobriety and finding out it's a Shakespearean quote. So it's kind of cool. It has like a lot of meanings now. And you have me still grinding out with TikTok. And last year I kind of felt like with the hospital thing and pushing some stuff back and everything was kind of happening after having my own place and you know, all the stuff that was going on with that, I kind of felt like, all right, cool. If there's no music in 2022, at least there's going to be me doing TikTok. And TikTok has been pretty good. It led to me getting right back to the studio, working with Lil Bray Bray and working on Trying to Live, and it's still pretty good over there. Towards the end of the year, end of last year, and the beginning of this year, Followers are still kind of the same. It's like 300 something, but it's like 5,430 something likes. The hashtag for Chat Out Music is at 40 plus thousand views. The hashtag for Blue Ribbon Music is at 40,000 plus views. And I do some of the same stuff I do with the vlog, and of course the free, I do freestyles over there, but I try to, just do strictly music stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know that there's people that do the skits, or they kind of do other things, but me, I just try to stick solely to music, and that was the whole purpose of me being on it February 2021. So I've been on there for 2 years now, depending on when this vlog comes out. So we'll just say 2 years. But 2 years ago, I was like, yo, man, I'm just gonna do this strictly for music and see what happens. And it got me right back to the studio, which, working with Little Bray Bray. Don't know if we'll have any music from those sessions, but he put out a dope project in December called Healing. It's an EP, and I'll have him tagged in the video and in the description, where you can follow him, or you can stream or purchase that project. And I liked what he said about it. I think that a lot of us kind of go through that in the healing process and feel that way sometimes with faith, and he nailed it with that. So shout out to Little Bray Bray. Appreciate you working with me, bro. Hopefully we'll have some more music out. I did a podcast with Luke Robinson. He is a dope artist because of TikTok and Instagram, the power of social media. We linked up, and I was a guest on his podcast, Amalgamation of Minds, and make sure you are checking out that podcast. I need to catch up with it, but he's had some amazing guests on there aside from me, and a lot of dope topics that they cover on there. He's also a dope artist as well with what he does with music. He's a rapper, a producer, and he also utilizes the Bars app as well as TikTok. So appreciate Luke Robinson having me on there. Talked a little bit about my start in music and us being independent and working with social media and trying to balance out all this stuff, and stoicism philosophy. And I think it turned out pretty good. Hopefully I'll be back on there again, kind of rock out with Luke and talk about some dope stuff. And then you have me dropping the 2 singles I dropped to close out 2022, but also bring in 2023. Back Down, produced by Colbert Beats. That was actually recorded, I think, sometime in 2020. But I just didn't want the song to sit in the computer. And I was like, well, I can put out 2 singles. You know what I'm saying? Because I already kind of knew what I was going to do with Trying to Live. Earl sent me the beat around the time I got the stuff that I was going to write and record with Little Bray Bray, for his features and everything like that he sent me. And when I heard Trying to Live, when he sent me the beat for it, I was like, yo, this is the perfect song. And then I can kind of talk about some things on it. And putting out those 2 songs, man, it's pretty dope. 2 different vibes. One's more on the high energy side, motivational song. Definitely a lot of lyricism, wordplay, punchlines, flow. Just what I needed to do, you know what I mean, and not have the song sit in the computer. So I'm happy that it's out. And then you have Trying to Live. Trying to Live is that as well. It's definitely lyricism, but I think it chronicled what I was going through 2020, through some personal stuff along with the hospital stuff, and this is how I was feeling about music. And I think I did pretty good with both of those singles. Make sure you guys are still streaming those. They are on my site, chadoutmusic.com, as well as all streaming platforms. And going into 2023, it's still utilizing TikTok, but I did win a beat in 2022 from M43, so there's going to be a single produced by him. Trying to get back in the studio. Hopefully, if it's not the end of February, hopefully sometime in March, then we'll be dropping another single with him. Then trying my best to get you guys the stuff that I push back because of, me having my own spot at the time. Then all of this craziness with the hospital and my health stuff. But there's more music coming and more vlogs. There's a lot of stuff that I have ideas for. I'm gonna try to do the next vlog very soon, kind of talk about my experience with these apps that were kind of similar to TikTok or whatever, but I feel like they led to a lot, and why I feel like utilizing them only helped me out in what I'm doing with everything as far as music and creativity. And if you made it all the way to the end of this vlog, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube. Like, share, comment. Let's talk about 2022. Where do you feel there were some upheavals, some conflict you had to deal with, or, some stuff you had to deal with? And you don't have to go all in. It's a safe space over here. You don't have to share everything, but you are more than welcome to talk about how you want to make 2023 better than your 2022. If 2022 wasn't quite what it was, or if it was good, let me know in the comments. Give me a follow at @ChadL_music on Instagram. Like, share, comment on there as well. Some of the TikTok stuff goes over to Instagram as well. I'm trying to do more stuff over on Instagram similar to what I do on TikTok and with the vlog. So we're going to be trying to talk about music or talk about some things. And the link tree below has everything you need. It has my website. It has where you can find me on other social media platforms, as well as where you can find my music and support. Until the next time, guys, I'll see you.